with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Slot man in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. And if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch catch there. Good for a Commanders first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Commanders offense ready for their 2nd possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one, taken down back at his own 5.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. The Commanders about to send this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 2nd down and 8. On the toss, they'll run. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive. He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bengals offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 3rd down. 3 to go. They'll turn and hand this one off. 1st down and more. Past the 40. A gain of 16. Good enough for a 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive. Turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down. Now this time they'll look to throw. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. That's to the right side and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing right, it's taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip them. You can double team them. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Now a timeout, Cincinnati. That's their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 3rd and 10. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. The Buccaneers get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Slot man in motion left. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A run now on 2nd down. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Washington.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Now a give up the middle. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. 3rd and goal. He's going to try to do this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Commanders are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. A return now from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. This one complete right side. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his second touchdown of the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. His throw left side is complete. Oh. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that 1st down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And third down coming up.
Still second down.
They'll throw out of the gun. Got a man here, complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Commanders first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of it. So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th. Clearly, the play caller here is thinking that the defense is going to be completely zoned in on stopping the running back, thinking he can catch them off guard with the quarterback keep. The defense was prepared for both guys, and they now force 4th down.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback Set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. 2nd and 7. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. I'll give on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff here, up the middle. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.